Hello, and thank you so much for supporting our small business and purchasing this DIY candle making kit. This kit is the perfect kit for a craft night amongst 4 Harry Potter lovers. Today, we will be learning how to make 4 of these 5-ounce soy butterbeer candles, which contain fun and unique candle making elements, including whipped candle wax and a yummy butterscotch fragrance oil that will make you feel like you are visiting Hogsmeade. Before we get started, let's open up the package and make sure we have everything we need. Inside your kit, you should have an envelope that contains your Hogwarts acceptance letter, your Platform 9 3/4 train ticket, typed out instructions to supplement this video, a candle care card, a Denise Candle Co. business card, a pack of matches to enjoy your candles with after you create them, the candle labels, and the candle warning stickers. Next, you should have a package of candle-making tools, a rechargeable mixer, a set of 3 silicone beakers, 1 small, 1 medium, and 1 large, a bag with your fragrance oil candle dye chips and piping tip, 2 piping bags, 2 bags of soy wax flakes, as well as 4 mini beer glass candle jars with the wicks pre-glued. You will also find a disposable tablecloth to protect the table you will be making your candles on today, and 4 disposable aprons to protect each candle maker's clothing. There will also be some fun random stickers thrown in as a mini bonus. One in the first 10 Butterbeer candle making kits will also contain a bottle of liquid luck, which can be redeemed for a special prize. If you have this in your kit, please reach out to Denise Candle Co. accordingly for prize options and redemption. Next, we'll open up the candle-making tools. You should have 1 thermometer, 1 plastic spoon, 4 wick holders, 2 popsicle sticks for mixing, and a pair of scissors. We'll also open up the bag that contains your yellow candle wax dye chips, 6B piping tip, and pre-measured butterscotch fragrance oil with plastic measuring cup. Lastly, we will open up the rechargeable mixer and put it together like so, and turn it on to make sure it is working. Please note that these mixers have 3 different speed settings to go through before they turn back off. It is recommended to charge this with the provided cable while you begin the candle making process to make sure it has sufficient battery. If any of the items shown prior in this video are missing from your kit, please contact Denise Candle Co. immediately to get it resolved. Please note that materials included may vary in color or appearance depending on availability of outsourced items. Lastly, please note that you can receive a significant discount on all future DIY candle making kits offered by Denise Candle Co. if you keep the pictured items and reuse them. This includes the 3 silicone beakers, thermometer, scissors, piping tip, and rechargeable mixer. Don't throw these items away when you're done. Okay, we are ready to begin. You will start by putting on your disposable aprons to protect your clothing and putting out the disposable tablecloth to protect your table. Then you will want to grab your largest silicone beaker and unwrap it from the plastic wrap. Make sure it is the beaker that goes up to 16 ounces or 2 cups. Then you will want to take one of the 2 bags of soy wax flakes and pour it into the beaker, filling your beaker to the top. You will not be able to fit the entire bag into the beaker before melting it down a little bit, so there will be some excess in the bag. Then you will want to microwave the beaker in 30-second intervals, mixing the wax with one of the provided wooden popsicle sticks in between each interval. Once there is enough room in the beaker, you can add in the remaining soy wax flakes from that same bag that you initially filled the beaker from. Continue to microwave in 30-second intervals until all of the wax flakes are melted. Then take your thermometer and turn it on. Click the bottom left button to make sure it is displaying the temperature in Fahrenheit. Then, place it into the melted wax and wait for the temperature to be taken. You will want the wax to be at about 185 degrees Fahrenheit before moving on to the next step. As you can see, the liquid wax here was only 158.9 degrees Fahrenheit, which is not high enough. So, I microwaved the beaker again and then took the temperature again. Then it was higher than 185 degrees Fahrenheit, so I waited until it reached 185 degrees Fahrenheit to move on to the next step. While you are waiting for your wax to reach 185 degrees Fahrenheit, you can prepare for the next step by opening up your bottle of fragrance oil and pouring it into the plastic measuring cup until you reach the 3/4 ounce line, which should be about half of the provided fragrance oil. Once your melted wax is 185 degrees Fahrenheit, you can pour in the fragrance oil from your measuring cup and then add in the entire bag of yellow candle dye chips and mix with one of the provided wooden popsicle sticks until fully combined. This step will give you an idea of what it will be like to light your candle once you're done, because the whole room should fill with a delicious butterscotch aroma. Next, you will place the wooden wick holders onto your candle jar wicks. You will want to utilize the middle holes of each wick holder and make sure the wicks are centered. Then, you will want to take the temperature of your yellow liquid candle wax again. You want it to be 140 degrees Fahrenheit before we pour it into the little beer mug candle jars. You will want to evenly disperse the wax into all 4 jars. If you are a group of 4 making this kit, you will each want to take turns pouring. Once you pour your wax into the candle jar, you will want to make sure the wicks are standing up straight and not too close to or touching the sides of the candle jar before you set this aside and wait for it to set. In the meantime, you can wash out the large silicone beaker with hot water and dish soap to prepare for the next step. Once the base layer of wax in the candle jars is set, you are ready to move on. You can remove the wick holders now. Next, you will take out your large silicone beaker again, and you are going to repeat the steps we did in the beginning with the remaining bag of soy wax flakes. Same as before, you will microwave in 30-second intervals until you can fully empty the bag of soy wax flakes, and then again until the wax is fully melted and reaches 185 degrees Fahrenheit. Once your wax reaches 185 degrees Fahrenheit, you will add in the remaining fragrance oil from the bottle and mix with a popsicle stick, and then you can set it aside to cool. If you want to speed up the process, you can take the rechargeable mixer and mix the liquid wax every 5 to 10 minutes for about 30 seconds to help it cool. In between mixing, you can prepare your piping bag. You will take the provided scissors and cut the tip of the piping bag. Then you will place the 6B piping tip inside like so. You want to be careful not to cut too high that the piping tip falls through, but high enough that the ridges of the piping tip are sticking out from the piping bag. You might have to cut more than once to achieve this. A second piping bag is provided in case you mess up. You will now want to wait until your candle wax in the large beaker turns almost white and is a mashed potato/buttercream consistency that holds peaks in the wax. Then you will want to mix it with the rechargeable mixer one more time for about 30 seconds. Once mixed, you will want to use the plastic spoon to scoop it into your piping bag. Once you've scooped all of it in, you will want to squeeze down from the top of the bag and make sure the wax is in the piping tip. Now you can begin piping your whipped candle wax onto the top of your candles. Again, taking turns if you are a group of 4 and evenly dispersing the whipped wax. I like to pipe little dollops around the perimeter and then fill in the middle and then go around again with whatever is left. Once you've finished piping the whipped candle wax into the candles, you can leave them for a few minutes to harden or set. Then you can cut the wicks down to about a ½ inch with the provided scissors, and then you can add your candle label stickers to the front of the candle jars and candle warning stickers to the bottom of the jars. And voila! You've officially made your very own Butterbeer candles. For cleanup, I recommend scooping out as much wax as you can for the beakers and washing all reusable materials with hot water and dish soap. Remember, if you keep the reusable materials, you get a hefty discount off of your next kit. I look forward to seeing you in the next DIY candle making video. Goodbye!